What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Resurgence Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And this is their Loganberry Wit. So on the side of the can, they're calling this a Belgian-style Witbier that is brewed with loganberries, comes in at 4.2% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 5 weeks old. So full disclosure, I've had this one before. I've had this one, I don't know how many times, but a lot. And that's because this is basically them paying homage to the Loganberry drink that is very popular in Western New York and used to be in Southern Ontario. So there used to be an amusement park at Crystal Beach, Ontario, Canada, that sold Loganberry drink, which was basically a drink that, I don't know if it was actually made with loganberries or natural flavors or whatever, but it was an uncarbonated beverage. And it's very popular still here in the Western New York area. There are two basically brands. There is the Crystal Beach brand and there's Aunt Rosie's. And if you're not from Western New York, you probably don't like the drink, or you're probably skeptical about it. And even if you're in Western New York, it's still a drink that not everyone loves. I love it. It's sold around here in 12 packs along with the rest of the soda pop. And a lot of local like fast food places and a lot of just local restaurants in general have it available for, you know, just like instead of getting a Coke or whatever, you can get a Loganberry. So Resurgence, like I said, is paying homage to the Loganberry drink with this one. They like to brew beers that have local roots. They do a sponge candy stout, an imperial sponge candy stout, bourbon barrel aged sponge candy stout, because sponge candy is very popular in Western New York. On the back here, it says, "We at RBC love everything local," and Loganberry is about as local as you can get. We took a unique twist on a traditional style Witbier by combining mild, fruity, and banana esters with just the right amount of Loganberry. This beer is light and refreshing with a touch of buffalo. So yeah, I enjoy this one. I think it's pretty damn solid. I know a lot of people who don't care for it. This probably doesn't get like the highest ratings on tap, probably in like the mid threes. But I do know that I enjoy this one. And this is the second time they canned it. They canned it last year and they canned it again recently. And my Pops, Average Pops, loves this beer. He always buys a couple 4-packs. So he was nice enough to throw one my way. Now, the one thing about this is that they like to overfill, Resurgence, I noticed. But he was nice enough to throw one my way, so thank you very much, Dad. He just loves this. He should buy like a case of it every time it comes out because it's his jam. Anyway, let's pour it. So as you can see, this is pouring out like Kool-Aid. I mean, definitely brewing it with real Loganberries. Here's the thing. I love Loganberry drink. I've never had Loganberries. I don't even know where you can find Loganberries. If it's just like, you can't go to the, never seen them at the grocery store, you know. But anyway, that definitely looks like Kool-Aid. That looks like basically cherry Kool-Aid, maybe a little bit lighter, maybe like a strawberry Kool-Aid. Has about a finger of an off pink, creamy, fluffy looking head. Yeah, relatively hazy, mostly chill haze, but there's a little bit of haze to it, just like a Belgian Wit would have. Let's get a nose. Yeah, those Loganberries are very prominent. Now here's the thing. I don't know if I'd be able to tell you they're Loganberries, because again, I've never had a Loganberry. I know what the Loganberry drink tastes like. I know what it smells like. It doesn't smell exactly like the Loganberry drink. It just smells like a fruity berry in general. Yeah, definitely a little bit of spiciness, like a coriander in here more than anything. Not picking up on that banana yeast ester they're talking about in here. It has like a generic wheat component to it. Like if you've ever had just a regular American pale wheat ale, like Oberon, shout out to Eric and Rajay, loving that beer. But if you ever had like Oberon, it just has that like generic kind of like weedy characteristic to it. Definitely smells on the sweeter side because of those berries. It definitely smells like a sweet berry as opposed to just like a tart berry. It smells really good. It honestly smells like some kind of fruit drink. I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like the Loganberry drink that I like, but it smells kind of like a generic berry drink. And it smells perfect. Right now it's like 86 degrees outside, pretty humid. This just smells like something I want to drink all of it right now, and we're going to. So cheers, everyone. First thing you notice about this one is 4.2%. The body is watery. This is like straight up light body. Oh, I really like the aftertaste. So watery body. The mouthfeel, this is where it loses me a little bit, the body and mouthfeel. 4.2%, it's tough to, I think it's tough to make like a body that's like medium, you know, to get it up into the medium range. This is straight up watery. 4.2%, a lot of people won't care. I don't really care too much body. The mouthfeel though, it's a wit beer, and I want it to be a little bit creamy, just a little bit softer and smoother, just a touch. This is smooth, but it's not soft or creamy. It has a lot of carbonation. The one thing I will mention about this beer is that last year when my dad bought a couple 4-packs, he did not put them in the fridge, all of them. He actually put like one 4-pack in the fridge and had a couple, I think he bought, I want to say half a case, and he had 2 that were outside the fridge, you know, room temperature, whatever, in like the 70s, you know, low 70s. And 2 cans exploded, 1 crinkled up because they were overcarbonated. That has not happened this year with these cans, as far as I can tell. But he did refrigerate the 2 4-packs that he bought. So, you know, from now on, he's going to refrigerate them. But there was an issue with overcarbonation with this beer last year. Happy to report that I haven't seen that happen yet, and the carbonation seems pretty good. The taste, though, kind of follows the nose. Generic wheat component. Definitely a spicy coriander kick there. And if it's not coriander, it's probably another spice, but I'm picking up more coriander. And that Loganberry, or that berry, generic berry tone, is throughout the entire palate, and it's omnipresent. This one finishes semi-dry, but with slightly a slight residual sweetness. No bitterness to speak of. Yeah, I like this beer, but the one thing that I will say about this beer, and I do get a little bit of Loganberry essence overall, like just the feel to it, but you could put raspberry wit on here. You could put, probably not blackberry, but maybe like boysenberry or something, and I think I would believe you. Maybe even cherry in here. You know what I mean? Like, just look at the color, just whatever fruits that produce this kind of color, you could probably, you know, trick someone into saying, yeah, that's totally in there, and just, you know, it's a cherry wit beer. I know a lot of people don't like this one. I dig it for what it is. I don't think I've given this higher than a 3.75 on Untappd, and I'm not going to start today. So Loganberry Wit from Resurgence, 3.75 out of 5. What this is to me is a summer crusher, definition of a summer crusher. It's light, it's fruity. If you like wheat beers, you should be somewhat happy with it going in, knowing that this is a berry, you know, wheat beer. They say Belgian Witbier, kind of drinks more like an American pale wheat ale for me. But you get the, you know, you get the generic wheatiness. I'm getting a little bit coriander. I'm not picking up too much on the banana yeast esters. I mean, if I tried to sit there and, you know, figure it out, maybe I'd get a little bit. And maybe an ever so slight touch, but really the dominant flavor is that berry. Yeah, it's a good beer. I enjoy it. 3.75 out of 5. If you had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Because again, this is, I don't like to use the word polarizing, but it is kind of locally. But then again, so is the Loganberry drink in itself. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. So I think if you like fruited wheat beers, you probably would like this one. I can't see a lot of people not liking it. So yeah, price and availability. Price on this was $9.99 a 4-pack, so $2.50 a can for a you know, for a 16-ounce can that has fruit in it and it's a Belgian-style Witbier. Yeah, that's fine. Good value and availability. The first release in 2018, they did get out to local bottle shops and beverage centers. This year, I did not see this outside of the brewery. And they opened up their new brewery in downtown Buffalo. And this is where I picked up the 4-packs for my dad. And they were $9.99 a 4-pack, and I'm pretty sure that's, I don't know if they was at both breweries because they have the one in downtown and the one on Niagara Street. I'm not really sure if they were at both, but definitely at the one downtown. I don't know if they still have them left, but if they do and you like, you know, berry wheat beers, then yeah, pick this up if you're in Western New York. You probably won't be too disappointed, especially at $10 a 4-pack. I don't think you can complain. So appreciate everybody stop. Oh yeah, 4.2%. Like I said, it's watery, but this almost doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like almost like a fruity, carbonated fruity beverage that doesn't have alcohol in it, which is nice. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review and a Western New York Wednesday. Check back next Wednesday for another installment. Love doing Western New York Wednesdays. Happy I finally got the chance to review this one. I was going to do this one last summer, but then all of them exploded, and I was like, we'll wait and see if they release it again, and they did. So here we are. Anyway, take it easy, everyone. Cheers.